Good afternoon, my name is Jimmy. We are here in Model Making and Architecture Department.
I'm Bukola Foronkai by name, a student of 300 level, and we are here for our GSC skill, which is content creation and YouTube blogging. What are the job opportunities? Especially in Nigeria now, you also said earlier that you teach them this skill so that they will be able to monetize it. I would love to know the job opportunities that you have been seeing so far, and you believe strongly that even at the minimal or primary level of their learning, they can also get to see job opportunities that maybe when they are done with this skill, for the skill that spans across just one semester, at least they can be on their own, and then the specific job opportunities you think they can see from this skill they are learning.
Okay. As I directly told my GSC model making students, interlock blocks, layman's language, we call it brick blocks or interlocking blocks. They are marketable. You see it everywhere being used. It's used in banks, it's used in our schools, because it brings out beauty of the landscape of the surrounding of whatever building, be it industrial, commercial, or institutional, as in schools. So it's being used, and for our students to now finish and they will go and be manager to one interlocking company, you can see that it's not too good. But if our students are trained to know about this production, that doesn't mean that you are a medical doctor or you can float a company. I read pharmacy and I'm still looking for work. No, you can float a company and just get laborers, they do the work.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Jimmy. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Mustafa.
Okay, that's nice. Good afternoon. Nice to have you now on our interview. Okay, so I just want to ask you a few questions on why you choose model making and architecture as a skill.
Architectural model making. Okay, it's an entrepreneurial course actually. This program basically is done during GSE. That's student skilled courses.
Yes.
It's not just for school's sake. It actually helps students a lot, even outside the world of the school, whereby each student will decide to go for their preferred and maybe choice of kind of skill that he or she wants to learn. So my choice for choosing architectural model making is because I'm an architect. So I'm studying architecture. So it will help me to know more about building materials and some other materials we use in construction. So I found it simple for me because it's relating to my course.
Okay, so far you've been learning about this. So has there been any challenges you've been facing?
Actually, the challenges I faced was, let me say maybe network. Actually, when I'm trying to use AutoCAD and download some plugins to beautify my model making, actually, I think that's a basic challenge I face. There maybe now within Nigeria now, electricity you get, so that one's FD.
Okay, so what can you say you gain through the teaching of Dr. Aisha?
Yeah, through Dr. Aisha Bakar Kamal. She's a mother, honestly speaking. I've learned a lot. I can even wake up at times very early in the morning. I'll text her. She's always there to give me the perfect answer. So she has been a very good tutor. She will definitely put you through. She's ready to put you through.
What plan do you have after school? Just used to help yourself as a student?
Yeah, during my time, the kind of model we made was interlocking. So I actually got a skill of making interlocks. So I have started practicing it already. I already have a small portion in my daddy's house whereby I've been making interlocks and people are actually patronizing me till now. So it's an advantage for me. It's a plus. Do you understand? It does not affect my architectural design. I'm still an architect. You can still give me contracts and I'll do it.
Okay, that will be all for now. Thank you very much.
Yes, brother. It's nice talking with you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Kukola Foronkai by name, student of 300 level, and we are here for our GSC skill, which is content creation and YouTube blogging. I'm here with.
Okay, my name is Dr. Architect Aisha Tayo Abubakar, a lecturer in the Department of Architecture Department, and I'm also a facilitator for JSC model making at the Tech University of Ilorin.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So, a few minutes, I would love to ask you a few questions as regarding model making. Firstly, the conception I have about model making is what I have, my first-hand information as a layman information about model making is when I hear model making, I think or I feel it's just about 3D. And I would love you to give me a brief and very precise explanation about what model making is as regarding the GSC training.
Okay. I cannot start the explanation for model making in GSC training without explaining briefly about what model making is generally. Model making is like two splitting twins in architecture, because when you have abstract conception, the reality of showing people your idea is the act of making models. A model is not about computer-generated model alone. We also talk about models that are done by cutting cardboard to represent what we want. An example of the model, this one is a 3D computer-generated model.
Okay.
And we have other model like production of this table flower vase. This is done with straw and spoon.
Wow.
What we think we can use at the kitchen. And this model explains the reality aspects of architecture. But now down to model making in architecture for GSC. What we are specializing on there is model making for block, that's brick blocks. Layman call it interlocks.
Yeah.
So we are producing brick blocks because we are to train students to be able to make money, entrepreneurship, from whatever skills we are putting into them. So what we are doing at GST is practically showing them how to produce, modeling how to produce interlock blocks. I think you understand it that
Yes,
way.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, and these interlock blocks varies. They are in different sizes, which after this interview we can work out to see those blocks. We produce them in different color, different shapes, and they are done with building materials that everybody knows.
Thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate the brilliant idea, considering the fact that students have to make money and monetize most of the skills they are learning.
Yes.
In fact, basically, the reason why they are learning those skills so as to make money from it, in a nutshell. And from your brief explanation about modeling now, I get to see it in another light, whereby modeling is more of a realistic or having a realistic concept, either
Of your ideas.
yes, of your ideas, bringing your ideas to life,
Yes.
where it can be seen, can be touched, and then we can see it, people can appreciate it.
Yes.
And it's not only about computers, it's more of having a model that's using your initiative. It's more of creativity.
Yes, creative.
Whereby you get to use things that can be used for another thing, you innovate it into another new and special, something that can
Correct.
be presentable.
Correct.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. So I would love to know, you are a doctor, ma'am, and I would love to know some words about your background in this course and how the journey has been so far, ma'am.
Okay. My background, you mentioned it. I have a PhD in architecture And as I rightly told you earlier, architecture and modeling is just 5 and 6. They are inbuilt into each other. It cannot be separated if you want to really understand the concept of architecture. So, for that reason, model making has been part of my own training as a student. Starting from when I was in the university, I stood at Federal University of Technology, Minna, for my BTech and my MA/MTech, and my PhD was done in University Technology Malaysia, which is a good experience. It added value to whatever I've known about modeling generally. So, and talking about GSC modeling, interlocks block that we are using, after producing interlock blocks, we call them hard landscaping. We use it they fall into the category of hard landscaping and specialize in landscape and building materials. So we use them for landscaping, which is what you see when we use it for pedestrian. You can use it for road. We have heavy duty interlock and the one that you can use for just decoration.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. And also, you said you were a student, and you went to FUTMI now. I would love to know most of the problems that you, as a student then, might think other students that you are training now could be facing in learning architectural modeling of this course. I don't know if you've seen the problems, or maybe problems that I think other people are facing as regarding the schema.
I think technology has helped in that aspect, because when we were in school, we had no opportunity to use computer to model. We had no opportunity to use 3D model, polystyrene model like this. We are trained to do modeling with our hands, handmade model, which brings out the creativity in us. It's two sides of the coin. The creativity then is done manually. Now you can automate it by using computer. So those are the problems we might say we are facing then, and that's why I said technology has taken care of that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. And coming to conclusion, I would love to ask, what are the job opportunities, especially in Nigeria now? You also said earlier that you teach them this skill so that they will be able to monetize it. I would love to know the job opportunities that you have been seeing so far, and you believe strongly that even at the minimal or primary level of their learning, they can also get to see job opportunities that maybe when they are done with this skill, for the skill that spans across just one semester, at least they can be on their own, and then the specific job opportunities you think they can see from this skill they are learning.
Okay. As I rightly told my GSC model making students too, interlock blocks, layman's language, we call it brick blocks or interlocking blocks. They are marketable. You see it everywhere being used. It's used in banks, it's used in our schools, because it brings out beauty of the landscape of the surrounding of whatever building, be it industrial, commercial, or institutional, as in schools. So it's being used, and for our students to now finish and they will go and be manager to one interlocking company, you can see that it's not too good. But if our students are trained to know about this production, that doesn't mean that you are a medical doctor or you can float a company. I read pharmacy and I'm still looking for work. No, you can float a company and just get laborers, they do the work. You know the basics. You know the instruments, you know the material. The material are just basically 3 materials. That's the granite, which is the main material. We have different sizes of granite. We use stone dust and half-inch granite. They are both products of granite. Then we use sharp sand in place of stone dust at time when you mix them for you to get a better strength. Then we use cement and water. That's all for the production. The other things that you use, they are even waste products. For example, the lubricants that they use to rub the mold, because we have different sizes and types of molds that we use. These molds are lubricated. It's just like you want to bake cake. You have to lubricate it with butter.
Yes.
This one, you use oil that has been, maybe I call it a byproduct of oil that they remove from engine, and it will be black oil. That's what they use. So it's more of a recycling thing. And when you produce it, you just have to leave it at the spot that you produced it. And the next day you remove it, you can use the mold again. The mold is reusable. It's not that you use it once and you throw it away. It depends on how you maintain it. You can use it for years. So it's very, very, very profitable.
Thank you, ma. And I really appreciate the fact that the skill that we can make use of, and it's also profitable. I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
Yes, ma. So thank you.
Nice having you here. Thank
Yes,
you.